Welcome back to Red Pen of Destiny, here for another Odyssey of Horsepower review. This week we'll be doing the half horsepower Enkir E200 here. To be precise, it has 400 watts, which is near about half a horsepower. So this was the first lithium-ion scooter I ever had. Lasted me about 3-4 years. Just sold it recently because it stopped charging. The charger was broken. I could not buy another charger. So I was just done with it. So I bought a new one, which you'll be seeing hopefully soon. But a lot of cool features on this scooter that my old lead-acid Curry 750 thing did not have. For instance, it has front suspension. It has a sprung seat. It doesn't have actual rear suspension, but it has a sprung seat, so that helps. It has twin brakes, and they're disc brakes too. The old Currys had this weird. I don't think it's a drum brake, but it was like it squeezed a little cylinder, and that's how you stopped, as opposed to the standard disc brake system. I don't think it worked very well, and it was very hard to put back together when you say had to replace a tire. That was not fun. What else does it have? It's got a headlight, it's got a rear light, and it's got a brake light, the same as the rear reflector light, which I think the reflector ran if the headlight was on. Yeah. It also has a mileometer, but it resets every time you turn it off. It's also in kilometers, because a lot of these scooters are Chinese, so they're all in kilometers. It's kind of confusing. And it does have a key, though most people can pick this thing up, so I'm not sure why it had a key. It's one level of security, I suppose. I'm just showing off my helmet there. Bicycle helmet. Might be upgrading that, because my new scooter goes a bit faster. I got my sash of visibility, as I like to call it. Just basically a reflective strip you wear, so you reflect two cars coming up behind you. I fitted a bike rack, which will unfortunately not fit my new scooter, though the new scooter has some attachments that may be possible. Of course, I had a mask because 2020 COVID bullshit. Big, chunky bike lock. Might actually be upgrading that because I don't know if it's actually secure. It is a big bike lock, but it's a $1,000 scooter. Do I really want that secured by one big cable? I don't know. Granted, the new one is heavier, so a little bit harder to steal, and it does have a key like this one. I think I mentioned the phone holder. I have just a bicycle phone holder I used there. Helpfully found one that is compatible with the standard GoPro screw-in thing, so I can do GoPro filming from the handlebars as well. And one feature of this old scooter I had, it's very light. Anybody can pick it up. I could easily pick it up, put it in the back of my car, which is something I cannot do with my new scooter, which weighs, I think it's 70 pounds or something. It's reasonably heavy, and it's fine for two people, but you have to be a little bit strong to get it in a car by yourself. Downside, though, the battery on this scooter is so hard to get to, I don't even know how you get to it. I think you have to take the front wheel off, and then you can slide the battery out from underneath. It's not very practical, but it is lithium-ion, so it's conceivable that you wouldn't do it very often. And it does helpfully fold down. The seat will fold forwards, and then the handlebars can come down. Though the handlebars, the way they're held up, can be a little sketchy because it's just a little lever. If it gets loose, the handlebars will come down while you're riding, which is probably why my new scooter came with handy little safety rods you stick in, and if you stick the rod in, it cannot fold. So you're good. Oh, and here is the little readout. So it'll give you speed in bars as you go up, and then it'll show you how many kilometers you've done, which is confusing to people who live in countries where we say measure distance in miles, like America. So I have my Google Maps in miles, but my thing is, yeah. And it also has the little power bars, which kind of confusing because it goes down. If you go full throttle, it's going to go down more than if you had it at a normal pace. But here you can see, this is me with a GoPro on my head, so you can see how we're going. Took it for a little ride up to the local McDonald's to get some dinner. I think this was a while back when COVID was really just starting. But you can see the keys. My keys are falling there. You can also see I'm going quite slowly. I didn't want to get in the bike lane that day. I was just cruising on the sidewalk at probably less than cycle pace because I've had cyclists come up behind me and just pass me on the road. So I was trying to stay out of the way if I'm not really gunning the scooter. Because obviously full throttle will kill your scooter's range pretty fast. Just carefully crossing the road. And you can see my little phone mount is working nicely there. I think I tried to use that to record some face footage, but it didn't work out so well. You're lucky this is actually make sure it's attached. Make sure it's attached. You're lucky this is stable. I did try to record the First Street, and I think it was in Taylor, Texas. It was in a small town near Austin, and it was so bumpy that the footage was completely unusable. I actually filmed that the same day we did the F-150 content. Very convenient having an F-150. Just throw the thing in the trunk and you're done. But yeah, I really like this scooter while I had it. And I can't really say you should go and get one because they don't make them anymore. But it was a good scooter. I mean, it's half the price of the one I have now. Granted, the one I have now is 3 times as powerful, but has basically no features. It has a little readout, but it doesn't have a readout. It just has little lights. So it is that basic as you can get. On the tech front, it does have much easier to get to batteries and some other useful features. But I think we're arriving at the HEB, not the HEB. That's not here. We're arriving at the McDonald's here. But all in all, I really like this scooter. It served me well while I had it. Never had to replace anything. All I had to do was fill up the tire with sealant once because I got a flat, and having tried to replace a tube on a scooter before, I figured I'd not bother because it's not fun. The wheel is so small, it is so hard to get the tire off the rim. No. But I do hope you'll enjoy. I'm working on an episode where I review my friend's Miata, so that should be going up soon. These videos are not on a set schedule. It's kind of the side project I work on when I've got all caught up with the GTA Odyssey of Horsepower, and All Your Vehicles Belong to Us, and the Thing of the Year series. So, once I get it done, that Miata episode will be going up. So, I hope you've enjoyed.